You're listening to Chatcast with your host, Tracee Dunblazier, the award-winning podcast that features interviews with luminaries of the mind-body-spirit marketplace. You'll hear from book authors and publishers, store owners and product creators, filmmakers, musicians, and many more, who'll all share insight and wisdom to help open your eyes to new creative possibilities. If you fancy yourself as a visionary thinker, then Chatcast is the place for you. Now, here's your host, spiritual empath, shaman, and best-selling author, Tracee Dunblazier.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Of course, you just heard my name, Tracee Dunblazier. I am a spiritual empath, and I'm here with Chatcast, where we speak to mind, body, spirit luminaries. Today, I have a really interesting guest. I can't wait to dig into what he's got going on. His name is Tigo Bizzel, and he's a spiritual teacher, Akashic guide, and consciousness lecturer who he decodes divine union, inner alchemy, and soul remembrance through mystically grounded insights. He also bridges the human and cosmic, helping others to reclaim that power and embody sacred love and awaken the original blueprint within. So everybody, please welcome Tigo.
What's going on, family? Much love. Thank you for the intro, Tracee. You know, it was a mouthful, right?
Yes, I mean it is and it's not. It's my brain more than it is the intro.
No doubt, no doubt.
But it's so good to see you. What is that fabulous necklace you're wearing? What's it made of?
This is just made of crystal quartz. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks yummy today. I
for
love it.
sure. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
So tell me about, well, there are so many things to talk about, but what do you do? Give it to me in 2 to 3 sentences if you can.
What do? I help people find themselves. I help people remember where we all come from, and I help people remember how to open their heart. The end.
And scene. I love it. And where do you work out of? Do you work virtually mostly with people?
Mostly virtually, but I also I'm located in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, I also take clients locally. People fly in,
Right.
for ceremonies, etc.
Excellent. And how did you start this career? How did you start to do this?
Oh man, what a story. I mean, I could take it from different angles, We could say it started before this lifetime. We could talk about this lifetime. We could say it started as a kid going to a private school and having to go to religion class in church every day. And by the time I was 6, I became an atheist. I realized this just doesn't align. And I told God in my mind, whoever I was talking to, I said, the things that they're teaching me about you, I don't believe. And if I have to go to hell because of it, so be it.
Yeah.
And that's just how I felt. And that allowed for me to no longer have the constraints of religion and the dogma moving through the world. So I just literally followed my own curiosity. So I feel like that just expedited myself connecting back with the purpose that I set out for before incarnating, right?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so then we'll just fast forward. By the time I was in my mid 20s, around 25, I discovered meditation. And
Mhm.
after a series of meditations, I had my first supernatural experience, being able to see lights and colors and realizing that I could see without using my physical eyes. And then after that, I was devout. I meditated for about 2 hours to 3 hours a day for
Mhm.
years. And then I studied and went to China for some time and studied with Jiang Feng and some monks and, learned internal martial arts. And I studied with Dr. Mitchell Gibson here in the States. And yeah, I just became completely immersed in spirituality, had
Yeah.
a Kundalini experience, a very heart opening experience that connected me profoundly to my own inner guidance. And since then, I've just been on the path of really trying to help others. But in the meantime, I was an artist. I was signed to Universal Records for some time, and
Mhm.
I so I didn't fully get into the teaching thing for a while. COVID happened, so I could no longer tour. So then I opened a vegan restaurant with my business partner. and it's called Romeo's Vegan Burgers. So we have a few of those, and then it's really only within the past year that I decided again to get into teaching spirituality. So as soon as
Oh,
I realigned, things just took off. So
nice.
yeah,
I love to hear people's resume, like all the different things that they have done that has led to them
yeah,
to this one place of connecting with people, and
for sure.
I definitely resonate with your story, especially regarding religion and how people relate. So, have you been watching the Walk for Peace and the Venom?
I haven't been watching it closely, but I've seen it on social media. They walk through Charlotte. I've seen different things. I saw
Right, they
some
did.
people in South Carolina who were of the Christian background giving them a hard time.
Yeah,
So yeah, I've been paying attention. I've been paying
yeah.
attention.
I have to say, people really are looking for something to connect to right now
Indeed,
that helps them see something beyond what is going on, and to give you inspiration to do what is necessary to move through this time. So
for
uh,
sure.
I know I've been hanging on to it.
Definitely, definitely.
Uh, um, so today, what does your practice look like, if anything? Like your personal practice?
Oh, my personal practice, meditative. I'm somebody who just loves the silence.
Hmm.
So upon awakening, I sit and I recall the dream world, trying to remember everything that I felt, what I was experiencing, so I can integrate those emotions that may escape my conscious mind
Hmm.
and sit in the silence, do meditative work, get into doing pranayamas, breath work,
Hmm.
fasting, still currently fasting, so fast daily.
Yeah.
Um, then I'll,
When you
I'll
when you
go.
say you fast daily, does that mean intermittent fasting, or are you
Indeed,
on
it
a
does. It does.
fast?
Yeah, and it kind of it changes. Some days I'll go as far as 24 hours. Other days I'll keep it to like 16, 18. You
Hmm.
know,
Okay.
periodically do like a 3-day fast, things of that nature.
Right.
But yeah, always consistently fasting. Um, and then studying as I create content. So I create content daily, but the type of content I create is always very information based. So whether I'm utilizing AI or utilizing the law of one or utilizing even somebody like Alan Watts, which I made content on today, my study serves as my content.
Right.
So my
Yep.
study and just document the study and then produce content out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And then I also do one-on-one coaching. I teach a course called The Way of the Mystic. So throughout the day, I'm usually working with clients or also doing consultations. By the graces of the Most High, I've become well known on social media. So people are often booking consultations and what have you. So been able to
Right.
just, commune with people. So
Sure.
that's how my days have been looking.
And if somebody wanted to book a session with you, how do they do that? Do you have a website?
Yeah, I do. It's called the mindofbizell.com. They just go straight to the mindofbizell.com and they can book.
Okay. Just trying
Indeed.
to put it in chat, but it's not letting me do that.
Hmm.
Well, I will make sure to put Monty Bizell. Is that what you said? .com.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll put it in the chat right now.
Okay, good, because mine is not showing. Fantastic. So, what? I'm totally going to put you on the spot here, but I
Indeed.
know you have something to say. Um, how how does one get through this time right now?
I think it's fairly easy to be honest. Well, I'll say it's simple. I won't say it's easy, but it is simple. And that's just to follow the heart. It's to remember that everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to. Is to remember that the universe is a perfect design. Now, one may say, well, how could that be? It's all this war and all these other things going on in the world. But what's going on in the world is just a reflection of what's happening internally. You see war, and you say, I would never war. But you probably have a favorite sports team, which is its own form of war. You
Right.
probably have beefs within your own family, which is its own form of war. You
Right.
probably might see insects crawling by your trash can and you war with them. So war exists externally and and exists internally. So it's always a reflection. So if we want to get through these times, we have to remember that nothing is meant to remain the same. The Romans probably felt like they needed to get through these times. The Egyptians felt like they needed to get through these times. But those cultures are no more because new structures were erected. The beings are still here. They're just in these physical bodies that we dwell in now. So to get through these times is to always remember that this too shall pass, to remain present, to be authentic. And when we're authentic, the creator can show itself and
Yeah.
authenticity protects us. So that's what I would say.
Okay. I like it. And I there is an absolute difference between easy and simple. Simple,
For
simple
sure.
is often one of the most difficult choices to ever make because we feel so much we want there to be more.
Exactly. For sure. For sure. For sure.
So tell me anything else that you want us to know about you. Tell us something else.
Anything else that I want you guys to know? I'm a lover of anime. I think that anime is something that made people who don't watch anime don't realize that you can really utilize it as a tool to learn how to emotionally regulate yourself
Mm-hmm.
and as a therapeutic tool, to be able to see the different aspects of us. Anime does a good job of highlighting the contrast between individuals, but also showing that it's just that it's contrast. These people are still the same people at their core, you
Right.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I love anime. Love it
It's
down.
interesting. I got into not really got into manga, but I got into publishing, and that led
Okay.
me to study different ways of putting out a book and what was out there. And I found manga.
Yeah,
I've heard
manga.
manga. So I
Mhm.
found a manga book, and they actually read um, not from left to right, but from right to left, from back to front.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I actually bought myself 3 books
Hmm.
and connected with them to make my brain function differently, because I that's one of the biggest things anytime you want to get out of a pattern in some way is to do something different, something that is not in your
Disrupt the
normal
pattern.
everyday step. So I read the manga, and it didn't. I don't. It's not necessarily my thing. I mean, of course, ideologically, yes,
Hmm.
um, but it was a powerful experience to connect with something visual, like 'cause I love books. I love books, and
For sure.
I'm a nonfiction gal. I don't really do novels. Occasional biographies and such. But this was a whole so the kind of fantasy world, if you will, of anime and manga. It was new for me, and it created this whole other thing that allowed me to see the work I was doing in a completely different way, and it
Mhm.
actually allowed me to finally publish my first book.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad
Yeah,
to.
because when you're anytime you're looking to express an idea, and like in terms of publishing, there's an angle you need to center on, a way of expressing that is consistent, because the reader needs that consistency.
Indeed.
And anyway, so it allowed me, and I'm a completely inconsistent. I love my inconsistency. It's my favorite thing about myself. And so the manga was the thing that helped me find a creative way to express something consistently, and so that was
Mm.
new and fun.
That's awesome. Glad to hear
Mhm.
that. For sure.
Absolutely. So tell me about, you're going to be at the Conscious Life Expo, which is coming up in a week and a half. It's actually, well,
Yeah.
set up is next Thursday, so it's in a week. But it actually starts on Friday. It'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the
Indeed.
20th through the 23rd. And I
For
know
sure.
you have a workshop and a lecture. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just doing a lecture actually. On divine union.
Okay.
Yeah, a discourse on divine union. So I'm excited about it. This is the first time that I actually put together a PowerPoint
Yeah.
since I was in school. So
Nice.
you know, it was
Yeah.
cool to do. It was cool to do. But yeah, so I just will be covering the origin of what it is that we consider divine union, because at the end of the day, the most important thing to us as humans, beyond survival even, is relationship.
Yeah.
And everybody wants somebody. Everybody, I mean, even if you imagine that you were a trillionaire, forget a billionaire, trillionaire, meaning beyond $999 billion in your
Right.
account, just for concepts, and
Yes.
there was no other person on the planet, it would be meaningless.
Right.
Because even if you're the most selfish person on the planet, you still want somebody to at least be able to look at what you've achieved. So
Mm-hmm.
relationship is the most important thing to us, in my opinion, as
Mm-hmm.
human beings. Because even to function in the universe, we function in relationship to everything else. We can't stand without the ground supporting us. We
Right.
can't breathe without the trees supporting us, etc. So it's all relationship. So it's this discourse is just to truly break down why it is that we have this intense craving to be in relationship with one another.
Yes. Wonderful. And what time and day can they see that? Do
This
you
will be 8 o'clock, February 20th.
Okay.
Yes, on Friday.
Okay, great. And if people want to go to consciouslifeexpo.com, all the lectures are free, and then there are paid workshops. I'm actually doing a post conference, which I'm very excited about. I'll be teaching spirit channeling essentials at 2 p.m. on Monday if people want to come to that. And I'm also doing a couple of other lectures as well, one on small business. Tigo, have you heard of Cover Visionary Awards?
I have not.
Oh my goodness! Well, you have to check it out because the Coalition of Visionary Resources is a trade organization for the mind body spirit marketplace, and so we help people who have mind body spirit businesses, whether you're a practitioner or you sell product or you write books or whatever it is that you
Mm,
do. We offer networking and education regarding that, but we have the Cover Visionary Awards every year, which celebrate the best of the best in our industry, and we have some new categories this year for visionaries like yourself.
okay, awesome.
We've always focused on the product of people's businesses, but never the people or the business themselves. So we're celebrating retail stores and authors and artists and visionaries, practitioners. So it's going to be very exciting. And
Sounds
we're going to also be doing a live expo, not the Namaste Expo. It's going to be in Dallas in June, where we're going to celebrate all of the winners of the Visionary Awards. So
okay.
that's something that especially, but people can look out for if they are a mind, body, spirit marketplace person and want
Okay.
to participate. We want to see people at cover.org, which is covr.org.
Okay.
And we're going to wrap it up. But do you have any final word for us today,
Now,
Tigo?
you guys just come check me out at Conscious Life Expo next Friday in Los Angeles, California. I'll be there doing my discourse on divine union. And outside of that, if you want to get in contact with me, learn more about me, it's the Mind of Bizzel. I'm on the YouTube. We have over 75,000 subscribers on TikTok and Instagram. We're at over 300,000. Come be a part of the family. Come join us on this expansion of bringing heaven on earth into manifestation finally. We hear
Yes.
the mind of Bizell. That's it.
Thank you. So good to see you. So good to meet you. Enjoy this chat.
For
And
sure.
thank you, everybody, for being with us here on Chatcast. And tune in on Wednesdays, live at noon Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for seeing us today.
All right. Peace.